Hey everyone, Joseph here. My god, it's been so long since I've made one of these videos. I've been crazy busy since last year. I think it's been over a year. Ever since like, let's say August of last year, I've been booked. Your boy's been booked, busy, staying just out of trouble, and it's been a great time. Right now I'm on the set out here in the country in Texas. It's hot as a mother. Yeah, so right now we're shooting my feature film directorial debut called Dark Distortion. This is probably day 9. Whew, I've learned a lot about filmmaking, directing, and also about myself during this. You know, one of the biggest things is people I learned a lot about, and it's been interesting. It's the writer in me also just has come up with so many stories about, it's funny, I wrote this movie based off of people I went and saw during like some audition phase. And I don't have much time because people are about to get here, so I was like, let me just try to remember this moment and get a video in. So I thought this would be the perfect time before people start arriving. But anyways, yeah, so I wrote this script and it is a horror film. If you haven't seen Along Came the Shadow, this movie, it kind of takes the concept of that and into a bigger picture of a full-length film that has nothing really to do. The only thing I kind of took from that is maybe the mom and father storyline. Everything else is completely different. I'm also not a lead in it. I'll explain more about that later, but I will have a little small part. I play Elias. It's been interesting and fun. So yeah, man, so many stories to share. I think, well, I'll start with just this video is kind of just like having a goal and seeing that goal be accomplished in a field of work you want to. You know, in 2019, if some of y'all haven't seen already, if you haven't already seen my coming out video, by the way, thank you for the views. I think we're over at 30,000 views. That's freaking amazing. One of my goals in 2019 was to quit Amazon because I was a delivery driver at the time. And I remember to get me through the mornings of like, oh God, this is horrible, is I would listen to a jazz station and it had Claudia Jordan on it, which I'm a big fan of Claudia Jordan. I first discovered who she was on television, watching her on Donald Trump's Celebrity Apprentice, and then she came back for Celebrity Apprentice All Stars, which is cool. And there was just something about her, I was just like, I like her, she's really cool. And then she did some other reality stuff, and then she did Real Housewives of Atlanta, and you know, she got in that big old argument with NeNe Leakes, which is crazy, and people still remember that to this day. And of course, anyways, and then I would listen to Ricky Smiley in the morning, and who always got me through that day was Miss Juicy Baby.
This is a big tune, and I feel like Juicy's gonna break the internet with this one. You ready?
Was that shade?
Puff guy, chest always so puff guy. I'm that bad type, make your mama sad type, make your girlfriend mad type, make seduce your dad type, cause I'm a bad guy. Duh.
Anyway, so those two ladies, you know, got me through the morning in 2019, watching the YouTube videos of Miss Juicy singing, the jokes, everything. And I always thought like, wow, thank you. Like, there's just something about them too. And, you know, and during that time, that's when I was writing Detour and probably just starting the stages of getting it off the ground. But other than that, I had nothing going on. And, you know, fast forward to May of 2024, this year, I get hired to direct them. It's like, oh, Joseph, do you want to direct? I'm like, yeah. So what reality stars do you want in it? Can we get Miss Juicy Baby? And he's like, I don't see why not. And I'm like, wait, what? And so anyways, it all worked out. She came on board. Like, we talked to her managers, and then this producer, Dr. Ali, had worked with Claudia Jordan before, and I didn't know that. I remember he said, "Oh yeah, I did this play," and then I remember I said, "Oh, is that Claudia Jordan in the photos?" And he's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Oh my God, I freaking love Claudia! What, you worked with her? You know her?" And so I was like, oh my man, I don't even know how excited I was that I thought, oh, I'm about to be on set with Claudia, Miss Juicy, I'm directing, I'm producing, this is my set, we're gonna have a fun time. And of course, what I had to do was, and I'm gonna act with them. And that was probably the most fun, is because now it'll forever be in film, video, me in a scene with them both.
Miss Juicy Baby.